Ms. Strickland, yesterday I observed you teaching a lesson on the phases of matter. Talk to me about how you feel that lesson went.
I felt like it was successful. I used a lot of technology since we're doing the BYOD in our classroom. I used a presentation to allow the kids to link up to me so that they could follow along as I gave them procedures, went over the standard and things like that. After we went over the standard and the procedures, we went down into the lab and we actually performed and observed a physical change through mixing different materials together to create ice cream.
Gotcha. Talk to me about, I know you did your presentation prior to transitioning to the lab.
Yes.
Why did you not do your presentation in the lab to try to cut down on that transition?
Well, I felt like if they had a purpose, if they knew what we were going to do once we got in the lab, it would kind of hype them up to perform. To the lab and the materials, I didn't really want technology, iPads, iPhones around the water because the water was going to damage that stuff in the lab, and I just try to avoid that from happening. So do it upstairs and then perform the lab in the lab. So, but if they needed it, I still had what I needed to kind of guide them because the worksheet that they had the exact same procedures on it.
Okay. I noticed you had your kids divided into small groups.
Yes.
Talk to me about how you form your flexible group. Is there any data that you use? Is it just random? Or how?
I teach 2 blocks. My first block is an inclusion block. And with them, I try to put 1 strong or 2 strong students with maybe the lower achieving students. And with my first block, there's not that many high achieving students, so they're all are really on the same level. Mm-hmm. In that second block where you came in to observe, that's a really gifted class. So the groups are formed primarily with strong learners, and then there's a sprinkle of the lower learners in there so that they can hear and kind of feed off the higher level thinking of those higher learners.
Okay. If there was anything that you could do differently with this activity, what would it be?
I felt like the lesson was kind of guided by me. I wish I would have maybe the day before allowed them to talk about what they wanted to see, what they think would happen, instead of just, here's the here are the procedures, this is what we're going to do, and kind of let them use their prior knowledge to say, well, this is what we've learned before. Maybe I think this is what's going to happen, and then show them what would happen.
Okay, I got a couple of cool ideas.
Okay.
One, the next time I did a lab activity, I would try to videotape it. That way I can go back and watch it and critique myself.
Okay.
So I can record and view myself and make any changes that I see necessary to make it stronger for the next time I do a lab activity.
Okay.
And 2, I know we've been focusing on our writing initiative and strengthening that school-wide. One cool idea that I would have, or maybe try with this, is to have my students to write a letter to Mayfield,
Okay.
describing what they've done in class, and to see if Mayfield would either allow them to come and tour the company on the processes of making ice cream, or maybe see if Mayfield would be willing to sponsor your Class A ice cream party.
Yes, sir. Sounds good.
Okay. What I would like to do is I'm going to come back and observe you again in 2 days.
Okay.
Okay, and follow up with another conference.
Okay.
Okay.
Good.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.